Today, we will talk about estate tax, rates, exclusions, and impact on gift and inheritance taxes. The estate tax is a federal tax on the transfer of the estate of a deceased person and applies when the value exceeds an exclusion limit set by law. Only the amount that exceeds that threshold is subject to tax. The tax is calculated based on the estate's fair market value and is levied by the state in which the deceased person was living. The IRS requires estates with combined gross assets and prior taxable gifts exceeding $12.06 million for 2022 and $12.92 million for 2023 to file a federal estate tax return and pay the tax. Assets transferred to a surviving spouse are exempt from estate tax, but the beneficiaries may owe estate taxes if the estate exceeds the exclusion limit. Estates valued at less than $1 million are not taxed in any jurisdiction, but an estate that escapes federal tax may still be subject to taxation by the state where the decedent lived at the time of their death. As of 2022, certain jurisdictions have estate taxes with different threshold minimums, and Connecticut will match the federal exemption in 2023. Estate taxes are levied on an individual's assets and estate after death, but they can be avoided by gifting assets before death. The federal gift tax applies to assets given away within certain limits while the taxpayer is living. There are generous gift exclusions offered by the IRS, allowing tax filers to gift up to a certain amount to each person without paying tax on those gifts. If your gifts exceed the gift exclusion limit, they aren't subject to tax immediately but may be taxed unless your estate is substantial. The amount above the gift limit is added to the taxable value of your estate when calculating estate tax after you die. An estate tax applies to an estate before the assets are given to beneficiaries, while an inheritance tax applies to assets after they have been inherited and is paid by the inheritor. Some states levy inheritance taxes, and careful estate planning is advisable for individuals with estates worth millions of dollars. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. The estate tax is a financial levy on an estate based on the current value of its assets. 2. Federal estate taxes are levied on assets of more than $12.06 million for 2022 and $12.92 million for 2023. 3. Assets transferred to spouses are exempt from estate tax. 4. Recipients of an estate's assets may be subject to inheritance tax. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.